So I found this Leaf that I'm interested in. It's a 2021 Leaf S Plus. Before I even think about bidding on it, I'm gonna go ahead and check it out in person and make sure that everything looks okay on the car. So I'm gonna grab my safety vest so that I don't have to pay $5 to borrow one of Copart's, and I will see you guys over there. Well, I just got to Copart North Jacks and I saw this cool little truck in the parking lot. Thought some of you might enjoy looking at it. You can tell it's definitely an import because it's a right-hand drive, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, I'm gonna head on inside to the office and the staff will tell me where to go to check out the Leaf that I'm interested in. All right, so buddy just dropped off the Leaf in the big old forklift. From the exterior, you can already tell there's a lot of dents and dings in it, but that's not what I'm worried about. Let's get in there and check it out, see how it's looking. All right, so no warning lights on the dash. That is a good sign. Showing 59% with 105 miles remaining. And you can see 67,000 miles on the clock. And it's averaging 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. So that seems like about average what I was seeing online, people getting in these cars. Now what we're gonna do is use these little buttons here to navigate the menu and see what we need to find. Battery capacity, see the gray bar is all the way to the 1. That means 100% battery capacity essentially, so that is really good to see. Now we're still going to plug in LeafSpy and check what the battery capacity says on there, but that's still a good sign. I got my OBD2 reader thing here, so if you go into the Leaf, it is right up under there. I'm gonna plug that baby in there. Turn it on. Now, make sure the Bluetooth is on. Go into my LeafSpy app. I don't know why it needs my location, but okay. Oh, are we connected here? Oh, I didn't even have to do anything. It's already showing 50%. Wait, 50.5%. Hold up now. State of charge 57.5%, 113. So you see the numbers are a little different here than you see on the screen. Like the Leaf says 104 miles remaining. Here you're showing 113.4. That's because basically on the Leaf it's just guessing roughly what it should be, and then LeafSpy is using more accurate numbers on here. Okay, this is what I want to see here. The battery cells and the state of health. Focus. State of health you can see is 87.29%. So the state of health being 87.29%, and this car has almost 70,000 miles on it, it's actually pretty great for the mileage it has. Some other info you can see on there. Only 78 quick charges. That's actually really low compared to what I've seen. So obviously these people did not use the quick charging much. You can see 1,124 charges at level 1 and level 2 chargers, and that sounds about right. Okay, but this is weird. The Odo says 42,000 miles on LeafSpy, whereas on here you can clearly see it says 67,000. So I don't know what this is showing. Maybe something was replaced, but I don't know why that would be conflicting information. So that's a little weird. So this number up here in the top right says 29 millivolts right now. That's basically the difference between the lowest capacity cell and the highest capacity cell in the battery. So you can see it'll move around a little bit now that the car's on, but I think, you know, around 30 is it's not too bad. Something else I heard, until this number gets up to like 200 millivolt difference, the car is not actually going to flag it, and it's not going to tell you on the dashboard until it gets over 200 millivolt difference. But even at like 50 or 100 millivolt difference, that would be something that's a little bit concerning. Under 50 should be fine. So mine's 30. That's not too bad. And then as far as all these little bars down here, there's actually 96 bars being shown, one for each cell within the battery. And basically what this is showing you, the blue bars are the balanced cells, or the ones that are not actively being balanced. The red cells, all the ones that are red, the car is actively balancing those cells. So something else I'm looking at here is the GIDs at 50.2%. So after doing some more research on what is a GID or GID, it's basically just a measure of the amount of energy stored in the LEAF's battery pack. So it's related to the state of charge. It is not related to the state of health. And one other thing to note is it's pretty common to see the GIDs percentage being significantly lower than the state of charge. So that's nothing to worry about. It's just showing how much energy is in the battery pack. If you're ever not sure exactly what something means in LeafSpy, just tap the menu button on the top right, click About and Help, Application Help, and then you can scroll down to whatever definition you might need help with. Now, Copart says in their rules and regulations that you can't, test drive the vehicle, you can't put it in drive and ride around in it to see if it works. And I would never want to break the rules or go against the regulations or anything like that. Forward works. And reverse. Camera and everything. Now that I've checked out pretty much everything I want to see on LeafSpy regarding the battery and how the state of health is of the battery, let's go ahead and pop the hood, see if there's any physical damage, anything that looks bent or messed up, to make sure that everything looks good. All right, so first thing I'm going to just check for, make sure all these hoses aren't damaged, because that could be something that easily gets damaged in a crash. I'm also checking for these high voltage cables. Obviously do not touch anything that's orange, but just making sure that nothing's worn down or been damaged. So really, nothing looks that bad. Even, okay, this clearly looks damaged here. That's not good. The hose has come out of here. That looks like coolant as well, and I don't even see a hose in there. After doing a bit more research, I did confirm that this was the coolant reservoir and coolant piping that got damaged. I'm guessing after the Leaf got in the wreck, they just trailered it pretty much straight to the Copart lot. I doubt they did any driving with it. So between that and the fact that I checked everything in LeafSpy, I'm pretty confident that there's no permanent damage. Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to check out on the Leaf before I bid on it. So the next step is just going to be waiting for that live auction to start and bidding on the car, which I will cover in the next video. Thanks for watching.